You're listening to a TGM production.
I'm Detective John Steam. S-T-E-A-M. Sorry, I've got a cold. I'm a detective. I solve crime. And I save the day. I lock criminals behind bars. Anyway, as a side hustle, as a hobby, I do comedy. I do sketch shows. And I'm soon to be doing stand-up. I'm just currently writing my first bit of material. Going well so far. I've been asked to host this 4-part limited podcast series, Comedy Against the World. A show where I talk about my love of comedy through a lens of a detective. Call me Poirot. Call me Morse. Call me. Yeah. Just call me. Now it's audio only because I'm not always available, and sometimes I'm on a secret mission, a stakeout. And I thought, if I record this audio only, I can take you on a stakeout to talk about crime, comedy, and everything in between. I'm Detective John Steam. Welcome to my show. Today, in our first episode, which I'm going to call pilot, but you'll see it written down as episode 1, because it's a 4-part limited series. So I'm told. What's occurring, yep, I've said it, is around the world, Now, around the world, there is a lot of comedy. Sometimes it's a crime against comedy. Sometimes with my detective hat, I go, no. E.g., the first, the last, and every other series of the US Office. No. I disagree with it, and I think it was a crime. Now, will I rewatch it to double check that? Probably. Because I wanted to just double check the facts. I am a detective at the end of the day. My favourite detective at the moment is DCI or DC or whatever her job title is. Vera Stanhope from Vera. Now, normally I like watching comedy and crime in a cozy crime, so I quite like. Oh, the Hairdresser Mysteries, that's quite good. But them coppers are never that true to life, so I always like watching the gritty ones. Shetland, Vera, name one other. The Killing. The Danish are excellent at solving crime. The British was fantastic, excellent at solving crime. I mean, I've never really seen a Danish comedy other than the the Danish version of Taskmaster Stormester. Yep, I'm trying to learn Danish. Because of the Killing, because I'm currently watching The Killing, I am quite enamoured by the idea of trying to solve crime in Danish. Will my colleagues be appreciative of that? No. Not in the slightest. They will not in the slightest be appreciated of the fact that I'm solving a crime in Danish. I am one of those most eccentric of people because, as you know, I'm trying to get into comedy. So I solve every crime going, hey, criminals, eh? Yep, the criminals don't like it either. I'll be perfectly honest. The criminals aren't a fan. Neither are the guards in the prison, because I've gone round and said to prison guards, so can I do some comedy? They went, but you're the detective that put half of these in prison. Oh, yeah. Good point. Anyway, we're getting way off track here. I just want to apologise if my voice is different in episode 2. As I said, I've got a cold, but I'm trying to keep the same voice. I don't know why. Anyway, I'm moving house soon. I'm moving house because I'm new to the area, right? So I'm new to the area and I'm moving house. And I'm living in a flat. But I can't say too much because they're going to talk about it another time on something else. Well, they're all either performers, ex-performers, or they're Albert Farm project get back on telly. So, to be honest, I can do whatever they want with that information. I have been told TGM, the production company that makes this podcast, and pretty much everything else, they want to work with me because I'm a massive Doctor Who fan. So they want to work with me on a Doctor Who film where I talk about my love of Doctor Who called Meet the Whovians. But I thought I'll record this podcast first, release this, and that Meet the Whovians was our second thing. So and then this other project that they want me to be involved in. I'm trying to do it. Anyway, so Comedy Against the World. Let's talk about it. So we've mentioned that we're not a fan of the US office. I really love the German office. But I'm just going to admit, right, I think Fisk is one of the best English language comedies outside of the UK, right? Because it's Australian. It's Australian, and Kitty Flanagan, if I've said her name right, is quite popular in the UK. Not as much as she once was. She was on the second series of, the Sketch Show, so, with Louis Mack and Tim Vine, so she has got some notoriety here in the UK, but not as much notoriety as you would have assumed. And overall, she's a funny, and interesting person. So is Adrian. Adrian. No. I'm not even going to try and pronounce his name now. But what this on reception? My favourite non-English language sitcom at the moment. Call My Agent. I'm really enjoying that. I'm not too enamoured by Call My Agent Belgium, but it's growing on me. I wasn't a fan of Call My Agent India. It's way too close to the original. So was the UK version, but that was actually alright, and so was the French version. Has to be called the French version because it's the original, ain't it? Yeah. Comedy adjacent. I'm into the US version of Doc Martin because Martin Clunes make a cameo. Best Medicine is called, but Martin Clunes is Doc Martin's father in it. So that's good at least. So internationally, as we come towards the end of quads. That's definitely one. As we come to the end of this, I'm Detective John Steam. We've got America. I don't like the US office. I really like the German office. I really like the French Call My Agent. And I really like Fisk. Right. Let's think of one other country. Well, it's hard to say, but I really want to watch the German Miranda. Because it looks quite good. It doesn't just look quite good, it looks excellent. It really does look excellent. Anyway. So, for the first episode of Comedy Against the World, we're not releasing a theme tune. Because I want to make it myself, but I'm learning. So by episode 2, we should have our own theme tune. But for now, no. Anyway. I've got to go. Alright. No, I thought it was being ringed there. No, it wasn't. I've got to go and solve some crime. Because obviously, I am a detective. Right. Yeah, I'm going to go. 9 minutes, 28 seconds. But podcasts are supposed to be an hour. Solving a crime, finishing a podcast. Nah, I'm going to solve a crime.